Link, thank you for coming. How do you feel, first of all?
Uncomfortable.
What we are doing here is analysis with pictures of everyday things which one uh, experiences. And I don't want to, in any case, to make fun of this procedure. In contrast, I want to include characters where everybody can identify with. And one of those characters uh, is Link from the Princess of Zelda. You experience a lot of, how do you say, battles in your life. You have to fight a lot. There are a lot of new adventures you have to live. What strikes me is that you never express yourself a lot. Can you tell me the reason for that?
I prefer to stay silent.
For example, you have this very close relationship with Princess of Zelda,
Yes, I
but
do.
you never find yourself spending a lot of time with her. So might there be any kind of contradiction between your feelings and what you actually pursue in your everyday life?
I respect her so much that I prefer to keep a distance. I can explain why.
Could it be that you're afraid of something when meeting her?
I wouldn't say it's fear.
There is one terminology in psychology which is called the idealized self in contrast to the real self. So, without crossing any borders, any personal borders regarding you, I might assume that you don't want your idealized self to be destroyed when meeting her. Could this be true? Because there might be another part of you which is the real self, which doesn't correspond with the ideal self. And you might be afraid that she is fond of your idealized self. Is there any truth in this?
Yes, and this possibility frightens me.
We find ourselves in this very strange situation of analyzing a game character. Why am I doing it? Game characters are very famous. They are known by everybody. They are kind of the celebrity of people. The audience is identifying with the game character. If I'm doing psychotherapy in combination with art, I cannot neglect this very important source of information. The same applies to game characters. Should I analyze what the character is doing, or should I analyze the audience who is preferring this character and is identifying with him and is identifying with his actions and would like to copy him in real life? So if we speak now about my first choice, which is the character of Link in the kingdom of Zelda, he is a person who unfortunately, and there might be a proof of personal problem. If he would be a real person, he would come to a psychotherapist and ask for help for this. He's not able to speak. He only says a few words in a shrill voice, or he holds up boards with written answers on the questions he's receiving, especially from Zelda. If we want to analyze the situation, how he, Link, finds himself in this unfortunate situation of not being able to communicate properly, we have to look at Zelda in the theory of systemic approach of psychotherapy. We have to look at Zelda, who is his very emotional relationship, but then we have to jump from Zelda to her father. I'm not a game expert, but I saw a scene where her father, the king, the strong king, is expressing his disappointment of her not exercising enough, preparing for taking over the kingdom. So, what I observe is a young man, it could be a young man in real life, 15 years old, 20 years old, older, or whatever, fighting every day with a lot of enemies, basically taking over the demands the father of Zelda is putting on her. And he, Link, neglecting all his personal, let's say, wishes, feelings, preferences, is reacting to her father's demands. And this is where we come to the neurosis. If a young man or a young woman or an older man or an older woman, whoever who is not taking care of his own wishes, his own feelings, his own desires, his own dreams, he will find himself sooner or later in problems.